State Senator Maria Elena Durazo, 24th State Senate District. Maria Durazo was born the seventh child in a family of 11 children to migrant workers' parents. She graduated St. Mary's College, where she became involved in the Chicano movement. She has a law degree from the People's College of Law. She spent most of her adult life in the labor movement, serving in various leadership roles with United Here International, Los Angeles Federation of Labor, AFL-CIO, and the National AFL-CIO Executive Council. She served as vice chair to the Democratic National Committee with a Barack Obama presidential campaign. Please welcome State Senator Maria Elena Durazo.
Well, it's still good morning. And thank you very much, Nick, for the introduction. I'm really glad to be here, especially with my two sisters, Supervisor Solis and Congresswoman Roybal. It's great to have women and Latina women elected to office. And those numbers are slowly growing to where they should be. And so I'm grateful for all the support that we've gotten. This is my first year as a state senator, as an elected, and I'm really proud to have had the model that my two sisters have set up about how you really have to get in there, in the trenches, and fight for our community, for everything that our communities deserve. And I'm grateful to be able to be here to show my personal appreciation for all the men and women, not only those of you that are here today, but those who are not here, those of you who have served in our nation's armed services. California is home to more veterans than any other state in the country. In LA County alone, 260,000 veterans call Los Angeles their home. You are our friends, our family, our neighbors. In my family alone, my father, my sister, two of my brothers, one of my brothers is a Vietnam combat veteran. So 4 in my family alone. Just goes to show you how deep and how important our veterans are throughout our community. You represent the best of what our nation stands for and is recognized throughout the world. As chair of the California Budget Subcommittee on State Administration, I prioritize permanent funding for the Work for Warriors program. That's a program which assists veterans with every step of the job placement process. I'm proud to say that the Work for Warriors program so far has helped 6,700 veterans find permanent, good-paying jobs. Permanent, good-paying jobs, which is what you deserve. In particular, lastly, I want to recognize and honor the thousands of immigrant veterans who having been born in another country, still adopt this nation and say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to protect the freedoms of this country, even if they physically were not born here. They give of themselves like anybody else, and I really want to recognize our immigrant veterans and, point out how important it is also for the immigrant veterans who are undocumented. They also put themselves on the line, and no distinction should be made. A few days ago, I met Hector Barajas, U.S. Army 82nd Airborne, born in Mexico, but he was a deportee. He was deported because when he came back, there were issues that he had to deal with. But instead of deporting him, we should have given him the services that he needed to put his life back on track. And he waged 10 years, a very long fight to be able to return to this country after his deportation. And just last year, he became a United States citizen. Very proud of him. But he is committed to continuing his work in Tijuana, where he founded the Deported Veterans Support House. And sisters and brothers, there are hundreds of U.S. Armed Services war veterans who have been deported. We need to help them. to get back and be in this country and be citizens. So with that, sisters and brothers, thank you so much for all that you do, for all that you've done for our families, for our neighborhoods, for our nation, and frankly, for people throughout the world. We honor you. We thank you. Thank you all so much. Gracias.
Thank you very much, Senator Durazo, for your kind words.